everyone! So today we're going to do an inventory and declutter of my powders, bronzers, contouring powders, and highlighters. So first off are my powders, and I really do not use a lot of powder. I am very dry, and if I use powder I have certain favorites. So my absolute favorites are this MAC Prep and Prime powder. It's the white one, and it's just gorgeous, makes your skin feel so super soft, and it's just fabulous. I also really like these two from MAC. It's the MAC Mineral Skin Finish in Light and the MAC Studio Fix in NW15. So both of these are great. I use them depending on the coverage that I want and how natural I want it to be. So keeping both of these. Also, of course, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette I built myself. This is amazing, absolutely stunning, and ain't going anywhere. I have this e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I actually think this is really good. I just prefer my MAC one, but if this is still good, I have to see, just have to check it out. But if it's still good, I think my sister would really like this, so I'm gonna give this to her. This Ben Nye Super White Powder, I haven't really tested this out properly, but I'm thinking I'm gonna test it out just a little bit more. And if that e.l.f. powder isn't good, I'm gonna give this one to my sister because she wants something that's translucent. And this one would be good for that kind of cooking or baking method, but I don't do that. So yeah, I'm gonna try that one more time, and if it's not really in my taste, I'm gonna give that to her. This e.l.f. Eye Brightening Powder, it's kind of good. It's okay. Never seem to grab for it, but I do really like having a drugstore option. The same with my Rimmel Stay Matte. It's not very well used, but I like it for the days when I know I'm gonna get very hot, or yeah, just something like that. So I'm gonna keep all of these. This Maybelline Superstay 24-hour powder. Oh, don't get me started. I have a very love-hate relationship with this. Sometimes I think it's wonderful, other times I think it's absolutely crap. So I'm going to test this out one more time and then just really decide what I think about it, and probably just get rid of it. So, I mean, it's good, it's just, I don't know, this powder and we have history. And the last one is a Bobbi Brown duo. It used to have a concealer right here, and this is the setting powder. The concealer my mom used, and she didn't like the powder, but I said if she didn't mind, I'll take this container and use the powder. I really like it, but it is getting a bit old, but it doesn't seem, yeah, it doesn't seem to have kind of changed in consistency, color, anything like that. So I'm gonna keep this and use it up. Then for my highlighters. So as you can see, I'm not really a highlighting type of gal. The Hourglass powders maybe should be in the highlight pile. They just stay in my powder kind of little. I keep them in these ones. I really like these. They're handy. So yeah, these are my highlighters. These ones from Becca are absolutely fantastic, phenomenal, gorgeous. I can't say enough good things about them. I will for sure be buying the big size, especially of Opal and maybe even Pearl, to mix them. They're just amazing. So highly recommend these. And because I love those as much and I have dry skin, I don't really use my others that much. I really like this one as an eyeshadow as well, because it's a bit too deep for me to use. Why is this gone up? Huh. You can see it's kind of gone off the pan a little. Okay, but either way, this is really gorgeous as a eyeshadow, and I do like it for the summertime if I get a bit of a tan. Other than that, it's just too dark for me, and as a bronzer it's too shimmery. But this top part is really gorgeous to put over blush and stuff like that, and I do use it as an eyeshadow, so I will be keeping this for now. This one from Makeup Mecca is one of the, I think it's the first highlighter I ever bought. This is a Mary Luminizer dupe. They're exactly the same. I did a video way back when, and I don't love this, but I do like it, and I use it especially on nights out. So Not as much in the summer because I prefer using liquid luminizers, but for powder one this is really good. And you know me, I like having my drugstore options, so this NYX liquid luminator, I don't know, highlighter. It's really nice. It has bigger shimmers than the Beck ones and doesn't melt into the skin in the same way, but for a drugstore option I think it's good. Now these ones, I have this one from Bourjois, which is a duo, and I have that bronzer on its own as well. Actually, let me find that. I have this bronzer right here. Someone said they're not the same. Let me swatch them. These swatches, they swatch really bad. Yeah, see, that one's darker, so they're not the same. Yeah, I see that? That's not the same at all. Not at all. This is way much darker. So yeah, I have this duo. I don't know. This highlighter, it's nice, but it's not amazing, you know? It's really, really subtle, but that also is a nice thing. This one is going into my maybe pile, or maybe giving away, because I think my other sister would really like this. So yeah, I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile just for now, and we'll see. This one too, the Wet n Wild one. If I can open this, it doesn't highlight at all. It's just like a blank powder. So for me, this doesn't do anything. So this one, I think I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm not sure. This is gonna go in my maybe pile. I have to test it out one more time because it doesn't really do anything for me. If you are of a medium skin tone and want kind of more of a matte to a bit of a satin highlight, this would be gorgeous. But on me, that's so pale. Like this could be almost too dark of a face powder for me. So yeah, maybe pile, just checking it out one more time, and if not, I'm gonna give it away. Okay, so bronzers. I almost like bronzers as much as I like blushes, even though I don't have as many bronzers, just because there isn't as many variation in bronzer as there is in blush. So I have two cream bronzers right here. I have the Bourjois Bronzing Primer. A lot of people say this is a dupe for the Chanel one. Let me swatch them side by side. So first of all, matte, okay? Well, as matte as a cream can be. And then the Chanel one, and this one is very kind of liquidy, and the Chanel one, which is not matte, it has a shimmer, and it's a bit lighter. So there's not a lot of shimmer in the Chanel one, but you can see it, especially on the skin. The Bourjois one is not shimmery. So, and blend it out, the colors are really starting to assemble each other or look alike. So color-wise, and if you don't want to splurge on the Chanel one, absolutely get the Bourjois one, but they're not dupes. And the Bourjois one smells amazing. And so I'm going to keep these just because I like both of them for different reasons. And yeah. I have two MAC things right here. This one is a MAC Mineral Skin Finish in Medium Plus. Yeah, Medium Plus. And I can use this as a bronzer or just a slight, kind of like warming up my skin tone type of powder. So I really like this one, not going anywhere. This one too, I bought, this is in the regular collection, it's the matte bronzing powder, but I bought it in the wash and dry packaging. Really, really like this one. Didn't think it would be anything special, but it is really lovely. I have two bronzers right here that are kind of duo toned, and I haven't swatched these side by side. So this is the Bare Minerals one, and this is the Soap and Glory one. So as you can see, they're quite different in shades, and I really like both of these. This one is the newest one, and I didn't buy this one too long ago, so both of these are gonna stay. I just have to apologize, guys. I can hear myself speaking really ill, like really wrong, so just bear with me. Also this one from the Balm, the Bahama Mama. is a really new purchase of mine and I really enjoy it. I use it more for contouring than I use it as a bronzer, but it's really, really nice. This one I bought off eBay. I saw Emily Noel use this quite a bit and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can get so many different type of shades and it's matte. It's just, I love this. It's absolutely wonderful. It's one of my favorite bronzers of all the ones I have and it was like, I don't know, $10 or so. This one, if you can get a hold of it, do. This one, the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil, an absolute staple. I really like this one for my pale skin. As you can see, it's just a perfect match. And it smells wonderful, of course. Love this one. This one was my first matte bronzer after I really understood that matte bronzer was a good thing for you and what it could be used to after I found YouTube. And this one is absolutely wonderful. If you're from Norway, the Makeup Mecca Brazilian Bronze Mineral Matte Bronzing Powder, absolutely gorgeous. It's very similar to the MAC Matte Bronzing Powder. Actually, I should show you that. And then your MAC one right there. I will say that the Makeup Mecca one has just a teeny tiny bit more red in it. So I do kind of use them a bit differently. But I love both of these two and they're great. Now this one, the Bourjois powder. I've used this a lot actually, as in kind of all over bronze. And it's really nice because it doesn't give off too much pigment. It's a really nice kind of bringing warmth to your skin. Doesn't leave much color, so I do like it. I don't love it, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep it for now. This one I got in a swap with one of my good friends here on YouTube. I will link the swap and her channel down below. This is a really nice one. I really like it. It's has a bit of a shimmer to it. It's from Milani, but if you want a shimmery bronzer that is not too visible, especially on a pale skin, it's absolutely gorgeous. So if I don't use my Chanel one, this is the one I grab for. Now these two I think have to be my least favorites. So it's the Body Shop Honey Bronzer, and I can't figure out why I don't really like this, because of all intents and purposes it's perfect. It's pale, it's matte, it's animal friendly. I mean, it's really good in theory. I just don't get that good feeling when I put it on. It's so soft. Not any redness or orangeness to it. No, I have to figure out what it is and really get this to work, because it is gorgeous. And I mean, look how it goes onto the skin. It's just so nice. Maybe it's the brush, I don't know, but it should be good. It really should, so I have to play with this more. And then the NYC Smooth Skin. Now this one was talked about around YouTube, and of course because of that I had to pick it up. For me, I think it's just a bit dark, and I don't know, I think this is the one I'm gonna get rid of. I haven't got rid of any bronzers so far, but this one is one of those I grab for last. And yes, it is a really good drugstore option, but I think you just have to be, I mean, it blends so well. It goes onto skin really well, but just, it's not for me. I don't know if the tone or just the shade, but this one I'm gonna get rid of actually. So one bronzer is gone. That's better than nothing. Now last off, we have my contour products, which in some of these there are bronzers as well. So first off here, I bought this one to have the two like shades of Inglot powder I used to use. So it's 503 and 505, or the other way around, I can't remember. This one I hit pan on, and this one is really nice for contouring. It's just I have another favorite in here. This is not going anywhere. I love this. I would recommend this to anyone. If you want to make your own little like sculpting palette, this in Norway is like 80 for this, 80 for this, and 100 for the palette. So that's like 260, and they will last you a heck of a long time. So I would absolutely recommend this. Now the Anastasia Contour Kit. Not very used. It is a bit dusty. I really like the highlight, which is the one I've used the most. This one is okay. This can be used as a bronzer, so can this. This one doesn't really do anything much for me. It's a bit too dark, and this one just doesn't cover anything. So I'm really contemplating getting rid of this palette, but it's just, I don't know, it's something about the Anastasia Contour Kit, you know? So I think I have to play with it just a bit more, so I think this is going to be a maybe. And if I still don't really fall in love with it, then I will get rid of this eventually. This sleek Face Form Contour Kit, isn't that what it's called? It's a Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette. This one is the first matte kind of, or like contour highlight type palette that I ever bought, and it's really good. The blush too is really nice, and this one is actually really similar to the Balm's Hot Mama. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna get rid of Hot Mama. I think that would be a good idea. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep this kit, and I'm gonna take the blush that I did in my last declutter, and I'm gonna sell or get rid of the other one. So keeping this. I have this NYX Wonder Stick, which I did a review demo type video on. Really like this. I will link that video down below. And this is really nice. I really do like that. I have another cream contour here, which is the Illamasqua Pigment in Hollow. Mine is looking absolutely disgusting. This is wonderful for pale skin. So if you're pale like me, this is like your dream match, especially for any type of nose contour. This is absolutely gorgeous. Also, the Illamasqua eyeshadow in Heroin. After watching Nikki tutorials, you have to check this out, absolutely. And it's really, really nice. Not one of my absolute favorites, but I really do like it. I have the NYX Blush in Taupe, which is absolutely gorgeous. One of my top favorite contouring products. Absolutely wonderful, definitely staying. Also, this Makeup Store eyeshadow in Massage, which is absolutely butchered, but it's so amazing. I really like this one, also for any type of nose contouring. And if you really want to put your heart out into the contour you're doing, this will give you an amazing result, especially on a light skin like mine. Absolutely gorgeous. You're seeing a trend here, right? I'm not getting rid of anything, just I love my contouring products, really, really do. Also, this Kevyn & Kwan sculpting powder in medium, really, really nice as well. Has some similarities to the Illamasqua Heroin, but still, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, not going anywhere. And the powder quality on this, amazing. This Maybelline Fit Me Stick. Now, this one I don't really use a lot. It's a bit, I don't know, it's nice, I just don't have time for cream contouring that off. The smell hasn't really changed on anything, or the consistency, so I'm gonna keep this and just try to use it more. And then for my favorite at the moment, I am absolutely in love with the Smashbox Contour Kit. This contour right here is perfection. This bronzer right here is perfection. This highlighter is nice. So these two are fabulous, and this one is the good. It really is, but it's not as good as these two. And the quality on these powders, I'm telling you, they're so soft, so easy to blend. Just check that color out. It's so gorgeous. I really, really like this. I love it. I would recommend this to anyone. Go buy it. This is so much better than the Anastasia one, in my opinion. Absolutely wonderful. So these are the only ones that made it to the giving away, selling, maybe pile. I don't have that many bronzers that I want to give away, or powders as well. So yeah, this is more of an inventory than a declutter, but I still hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye!